And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 363. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we have no topics for you guys tonight for this episode of the MSK show because I literally have today off and Thursday off, and this is Thanksgiving week for my job, actually. So that means that I am getting fisted every single day when I go into work. So, on my days off, I choose to go into the, let's rest and get mentally ready for big weeks like these when it rounds out the year for the holiday season. So I do have Thanksgiving off this year, which is interesting because I haven't had a Thanksgiving off in it's 2014. So it's been quite literally a long time, since I had a holiday off like this, but it's fine. I think we'll be doing a show with Laps Comic Fan and Professor Savage Dad that day. And if people who that are free that we usually have on want to come on that day, you can, but it's Thanksgiving. People should really just be with their families that day. But Laps and Savage Dad and me will be pretty much free at that time, so we're just gonna just fire up a show around 8 p.m. PST that day. So we're gonna just have some fun tonight. We're gonna talk to the boys here. Oh, you guys are probably wondering where the hell is Bob Loves Movies. He's taking the week off except for the show he does on Tuesday. He's essentially taking the week off. He took a week off from me. Like, what the heck? I paid that guy big money. Like, what the hell, dude? Fucking hell, man.
Well, Bob, you have earned this vacation. Enjoy the hell out of it. I wish you many more vacations without the night dentist. But we all get it. He comes calling for all of us. Hey, MSK, you were talking about your Thanksgiving plans. MSK, you were talking about your Thanksgiving plans. Just curious, does Little Caesars make like a special Thanksgiving pizza, or what are your plans this year?
I don't really celebrate holidays though. Like I would say the last time I truly celebrated a Thanksgiving was like maybe 2016. And I was like after my mom passed away, and I just really couldn't care less, honestly. Like the whole feeling of like getting together a family, and I haven't had that in so long, honestly. And then there was one year James had me over at his house for the Thanksgiving dinner. So it's basically, I basically like ate Thanksgiving dinner like maybe 2 times in the last like 9 years. I'm not kidding, Last year I technically did it too, but I didn't stay, so they just gave me food and I just left. So I think this year at the church, because the church does like community dinner, it's like a literal 5-minute walk down the street. I think they might be doing Thanksgiving dinner Tuesday. So I'll probably end up going to that because they usually have like KFC chicken every Tuesday. So, hey, free KFC chicken is good for me because, black chicken, gotta dial up the stereotypes here. Hey, it's free too.
I mean,
fuck, honestly.
Okay, so I'm with Sparkles. She was saying like this was making her sad, and I heard that, and then I thought about it, and it's like, wait a minute. So you get the Thanksgiving dinner, but you don't have to deal with the bullshit. I kind of envy you, man. Like you're getting the best part of this.
I mean, they might have it because back in the day when I used to go and help out the church, like years and years ago, when I was a bit younger, it used to always be on like Thursday. They would come in early. You would do it until like 2:00. But maybe they changed it. Come on, I haven't been going to church in a long time, so I truly don't know if they changed anything. But it looks like they did. So, it's fine. Like, people don't understand. It's really busy at my job in like holiday like weeks. So like this one, I think Thanksgiving is the worst one. This Christmas and New Year's are busy, but it's not like fisting you in the ass busy. This one is the worst, like by far.
Well, I mean,
I'm happy when these weeks are over, honestly. It
is Black Friday, right? So like, it means a lot to you. It will be
Black Friday. You're right. It's gonna be the 20th.
Yeah, Black Friday is this Friday.
You're right. And then we Cyber Monday too. I won't be participating this year because I pay my rent. So and gotta pay the rest of my
Cyber Monday
bill.
Is the worst.
I gotta pay my internet bill, the rest of my internet bill, because I pay half of it.
Otherwise, you won't have any cyber.
So yeah, I gotta pay the rest of my. I gotta pay my rent, and then I have to pay my internet bill. So, but I don't know what my check's gonna look like. It's been crazy where I work. And then what's awesome, the reason why I like getting out of Thanksgiving week is because my birthday week is the first week of December, and on the 6th we're gonna have some fun. So Gray, I'm gonna have to invite you guys for my birthday stream on Saturday, which is gonna be the 6th actually. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
That's kind of awesome. Well, I didn't realize you had even more to celebrate this cranberry Sprite season. But hey, man, that
Cranberry sauce. Oh, great. I forgot. You're from the Midwest. You guys love your cranberry sauce. It's more of a Midwest thing.
hey, cranberries are great. They're spiders and berries. It's great.
Oh, probably we'll also be celebrating the 10-year anniversary for my content creator journey. I know it's in October. I know it is, but I missed it because you know what ended up happening, guys? I was really busy, and things tend to happen like that. Like my ex-girlfriend got mad because I forgot our anniversary. So I'm bad with dates sometimes. But so yes, on the 6th we will celebrate my birthday and our 10-year content creator journey, which would be awesome. So before we get to that point, you guys will have to praise me that day, and we're gonna be having like this Thursday. We're gonna be giving thanks back to me, because the king here gives out all the clout, actually. But no, we'll do intros really quickly, and then we'll just talk about some fun stuff on the show. So, great Poupe. How was your weekend, man? How was your week been so far? How was work?
Uh, work is meh. It's spotty. This season, it's here or there. It's kind of weird. It's feast or famine. Like there'll be nothing, and then all of a sudden you're like swamped, and they need something right away. So that's iffy, but it was a great weekend, man. I happened to go to this really awesome indie band show. It's from an album that they did like 20 years ago, but man, they were able to just play it spot on, and damn, was it a good time. Kind of another one of those transcendent experiences. You get on the right amount of chemicals, and man, this music really hit well.
Hell
So
yeah,
yeah, go see some live music, man.
live. Do you go to like Coachella and things like that?
I've been to a few festivals, but never Coachella. But I'm closer to the desert, so they've got a few desert musical festivals that are pretty awesome, man.
Mm.
But usually those are kind of like weird EDM stuff, and some of it's okay. I like a little bit of the harder shit, man.
Yeah, because women
Although
go there just to be whores. So I'm like, yes, good job, Gray. Do not fall for girls doing that. I know. Good job. Gray finally got a W. He usually takes a lot of L's, but he got a W tonight. It's like, I'm not going to fall for these girls' tricks these days.
I mean, EDM festival tricks are pretty cool. I, I feel like been there, done that.
Hell yeah. Warren Lunchbox Comics.
Warren.
Yes, good lord. Why do you guys have such similar names? He is taking Bob's spot tonight. How are you doing today, man? Did you work today or are you off today?
I was off today, but I've been working on getting issue 4 lettered. I'm on page 50 right now.
Mhm.
So it's coming along pretty good. And but my work has been it gets kind of slows down during the holidays, but it's okay though. I'm also started doing a Sparks driving for Walmart and doing time
So
work on
essentially
my comic
DoorDashing?
book. It's like door dashing, but it's just Walmart orders. It's more money and it's easier. Just there's more stuff to carry sometimes, but it's a lot
Are
easier.
people
to do.
ordering like $200 worth of groceries?
Oh, dude, I had one that was like 137 items. It filled up my entire trunk to where you could barely get the trunk door shut. And I had to go drop it off in front of this person's porch. But
Oh,
yeah, it's a little
but
extra income.
aren't you essentially on call when that kind of thing happens?
What do you
Or
mean?
do you
Like
turn off your tracker thing? So
I just turn the phone on and then I'll be here working on my comic book, and then orders will pop up, and when it's one that's good to take, I take it, go do it real quick, come back, and then work on my comic book more.
okay, so
Yeah, it's a
essentially,
pretty badass job for that.
so what he's saying is basically on a stream, he could be like getting a Walmart order and then leave the stream and then come
No,
back.
I don't do Walmart orders at night, so you're good. As soon as the sun goes down, I'm done for the day.
But
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I'd choose filling a Walmart order over being on the stream. Sadly, if anything happened, I think I might choose that over being on this. You know what I'm saying? You
All
get it.
right. Who's in the chat? Miss Sparkles, L's constantly. Walter, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Walter hasn't been here in forever. Walter like leaves us for like months on end, then he comes back. Like
He
the
needs
most
to take a
weirdest
break.
episode.
MSK.
Walter's a working man.
Walter says, I'll tell you what, MSK, when I'm with family for Thanksgiving, I'll turn your stream on and you can say you went to a Thanksgiving dinner, I'm gonna have to sit you at the kids' table through my phone.
You really want the kids to hear what he says, Walter?
Yeah, I was
would
gonna
definitely turn
say.
the volume down if you do that.
Even then, the picture, you might be liable for something there. Caution,
Yes,
ill-advised.
yes. Will, what's up, man? Yes, women be shopping.
Everyone
on Black
loves
Friday.
Will.
Yeah,
I mean,
Will's
everyone loves
great.
me. That's what you really meant. Everyone loves me. No. Yeah, women shop with our money, and then they say that we're pieces of shit. I love the irony and all that stuff, honestly. So,
Well, they get a point.
God, man. Hey, so I'm actually glad we got to the point in the year, boys, because we are at the end. Essentially, we have 1 month left, and Gray is gonna make a huge bounce back. Warren leveled up this year. He moved out on his own. You know, his comic book is coming out soon, and you are also going to be putting out in more of a volume by volume basis, like in a trade paperback collected edition format, which is obviously just way better in terms of like being an indie comic creator. This is what I always said to a lot of the people that even came on as indie comic creators is kind of take all the time you would have put out for like one campaign. And if you can, depending on, artists and who you work with, obviously it depends. Try to do a little bit more at that moment in time. So it's not like you giving out just so little, but I understand it through money constraints. Because if a 24-page flop, if you guys don't know, can cost like minimum like $6,000 minimum, because artists obviously charge by page. So it would be like, I don't know what Warren's rate is. I'm not going to say it because, you're not supposed to say those things. But if Warren's rate in quotations was, let's say $50, which would be well below what a standard industry rate is. But that's what I would pay Warren, So it would be like what? It would be a 24 times 50. So if I wanted a 24-page book, it would be 24 times 50. And that would be $1,200 just to get the art.
And that would just be pencils and inks. That wouldn't be coloring. Coloring
You'd
would
be taking
another
your sweet ass time for that amount.
Coloring would be another $50 per page added on top of that. Then lettering would be another $20 per page on top of that. So you're looking at $120 per page to have a colored letter page of comic book. And then then it's packaging it and getting all that stuff. So yeah, it can cost up to $6,000. It doesn't cost me anything because I do everything. So it just costs me time and my
hypothetically,
my social life.
If I were to ever make a comic book, Warren's getting $30 a page. Obviously, I'm going to pay.
Warren's not drawing your comic book. I'm not going to have my name attached to whatever comes out of your mind.
Oh my God! See, I was going to charge you. I was going to give you $30 a page and give you the clout that goes along with it.
You were going to charge him?
You're going to charge me $30? I would have paid you to draw you your comic book.
Oh no! But all jokes aside, $30 a page, Warren.
No,
and that includes getting the clout that comes with doing the book. So I'm paying you an exposure and money.
Oh, from being the MSK ghostwriter? Wow, that's a lot of clout.
No, but all jokes aside, that's just what Warren said, pencils and inks. Now, to be fair, there are artists that know that since they're doing like an indie comic book and they need the money pretty much for their bills, they'll just do all of the inking and the lettering and the art and all the paneling that goes along with it too. So you could find an artist that does it all, but imagine doing all that pencils, inks, lettering, and getting it all set up for $1,200.
You won't do it for $1,200. It'll be if a person's doing pencils, inks, and coloring, they're probably charging $200 a page.
Fucking Jesus Christ, man! Where do I get that money? Do I just suck dick on the corner for that
Well,
shit?
that's what Kickstarter's supposed to do. You're supposed to put together, okay, it's going to cost me $6,000 to make this book, another $2,000 to have it printed, another $1,000 to have it shipped out. So then that's what, $9,000. So I'm going to do a Kickstarter and I'm going to set the goal at 10 G's. And then if I make that 10 G's, then I pay the artists. I pay, once the art gets done, blah, pay to do all the other stuff. That's the way it's supposed to work. But yeah, we know that doesn't.
You could try the corner,
or you could try the corner.
How about? I'm just saying, Sophie Rain, who apparently makes like $87 million on OnlyFans, if she came up to you and was
not
like,
from
"Hey,
the corner,"
I'll pay you $200 a page for my 24-page comic book. You doing it?
Fuck yes, I would do Sophie Rain's comic book for $200 a page because she has enough simps that would buy it. I would just tell her, yeah, I'll do it for 200 a page, or do it for that, and then give me some kickbacks on the books.
You
that
get
sell.
back end points.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
you
And then
can
just
get
wink
back
at her
end
when you
points
say
for
it.
Sophie Rain. Oh yeah, we know what those mean. Walter says, the $30 a page isn't enough to cover all the therapy sessions you will need after finishing your story. No, and this is the thing is like in my head, since I own so much comic books, I own every form of comic book you could possibly think of. I always kind of
Yeah,
wonder,
in
like,
your head, you own them. No, we agree.
like I always kind of wonder, like, hey, I want to have my story in like an omnibus, but money constraints mean that I will only be able to create via writing a book. If I wrote
You
a book
think-
series, then I could make
You
my
think your
ideas happen.
arc justifies an omnibus?
I mean,
Do you
to be
even
fair,
have like a full arc? Do you even have a floppy?
there's some book series that, well, they have books in the series that look like omnibuses. That will require me essentially writing like 600 pages of fucking story. I could do it eventually, but I wouldn't even do that. What I would do if I hypothetically wrote a novel series of a world that I created, I would do it in a bunch of smaller books, and then eventually I would do like I would hope to do a print run where I could combine all those books into one like omnibus, essentially for like a volume 1. So it'd be like
Omnibus for the MSK verse?
yes. So it'd be like or it'd be like not like a book 1, because I know DC calls them book 1s. It'd be like I don't know, giant size book. I forget the terminology of what I could call it, but I would probably do like maybe 7 books in one series, combine them all, 7 books in another arc, combine.
So they're
going to
be like
kind of-
unrelated. Are they supers? Are we talking cape shit here?
I don't know.
What would you make it after, like sci-fi, western?
I've actually
fantasy?
been pondering this idea. I'm probably going to do all the ideas, all of them.
Okay, so you're doing sci-fi, western,
Everything.
fantasy, space,
Okay, so here was a rough
detective
draft
story,
of an idea that I was thinking about at work.
romance,
One day I was pacing back and forth, and I was like,
musical.
if I'm ever going to get my work out there for something that I can have a legacy attached to, beside this show, obviously, which is part of my legacy, it's got my name on it. It would say like, Big Daddy Swag King on the book, edited by.
Wait, you're changing your name again? You're going away from the top Glizzler? The
That's your
Glizzmaster General?
pen name is going to be Big Daddy Swag King.
Not dude. Come on, that's gonna get people to follow me just off the name alone. You have to stand out in today's market. Somehow you got to stand out.
I think you would stand out to a certain type of market.
So this was just an idea I had in my head if I were to ever do this. And like I've sat here in my house being like, you know what? One day I want to get in front of the computer and just start writing. Because I used to do this when I was very young. When I was like 16, 17, I actually wrote out a story, but I never went back to it. It was really trash.
Wait,
looking back on it now.
Does that explain your vision board full of like oiled up muscular dudes? Is this for your stories?
Gray, I'm not gay. So envisioning oiled up muscular dudes, not part of my
This was for your
brain
Naruto
process.
fan fiction, right?
No. I think I think everyone gets to that point where they want to like write their own shit out. So I would spend like Saturdays just writing my own stories out. So and like that pondered in my head too, like, which genre would I want to do? So this is kind of the thing that I would want to do. It would basically be an everything. So essentially you would have
So here's the one thing I want to do. Everything.
yeah. Because I
Let me
wouldn't
narrow it
wanna-
down to you.
So for me,
Everything.
I wouldn't want to lock myself down to one genre.
Everything.
So, but to be fair, keep in mind, this is all in theory.
So it's going to be a sports biopic comic
No,
mixed
no.
with
Slice of
musical.
So essentially, I don't know how well it would sell. It's probably going to bomb, but at least I would do it my way. So the thing is, keep in mind, this is also
Okay,
pending.
Frank.
So this is also pending on if it does well. So if someone likes this story in that genre, and if it does well in that genre, then I would pivot my strategy, because that's what a great, rich, good-looking businessman would do, right?
So wait, you're going to sell out whatever like sticks. You're going to be like, that's what I'm making. This is that type of story.
It depends. Like if they like it in the sci-fi fantasy world, then that's probably what you should stick with. But then again, that kind of would hinder yourself on branching out. So what I want to do in the first book, which was establishing a part of the story, probably toward the very end, where you have these different, I guess, like portals or doors, and you could go into these worlds and have an adventure. So it'd be like you said, a cowboy western one. Maybe at the end of the book, the characters could ponder like, hey, what's the next adventure you want to have? Maybe a cowboy western one, maybe one that involves sci-fi fantasy, maybe one that involves like romance, maybe one that involves cape shit, as you said. I wanted to have a world where all the doors could be open, so it could lead me in those paths. But, you could stick with one genre. It just depends on, I would like to leave those doors open if possible. But like I said before, this is all in theory. So in practice, if this ever happen, whatever someone likes more, I'll probably just do that first. And then when I get bored of that, like, let's go to the next world, because I want to explore all the worlds. I want to have like a fucking world where it's like all the girls love one character and it's probably me as a self-insert and all the girls want to throw themselves at me.
Pasta wall.
Sounds like Chronicles of Nasquakia, basically. Yeah, I would say it would be inspired by Chronicles of Narnia, because I just, for me...
Wait, that's that one, the lion bitch with no wardrobe or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, for me, as you guys know, I like to be a multifaceted person.
Bitch with no wardrobe.
I don't know where you guys got that one. That was pretty clever.
That was good.
So, like, you guys know, I like to be very multifaceted. Like, because even for nerd shit, I'm into like everything nerd thing possible, except for like very few things. So, and it's always my mind's always teetered towards like different things. Like, maybe I like, I don't know, crime noir one week. Next week it's fucking could be anything. I like being knowledgeable in a lot of things, and I like tackling a lot of things. But I also do like, some weeks being honed in on that one thing that I like. So I like being all around. So I would automatically firmly establish in the first book, this is what it is. So you automatically know it's going to teeter that way. People say multiverse. You could probably put it on that scale, but that's the only way my ideas could work. So I don't just hamstring myself into like one thing, But there would be like stakes, like, characters probably would die in a certain place based on what's going on in said whatever universe you're entering into. Like, maybe one time they jump into a medieval fantasy world and fucking we just get murdered by knights or whatever. Thou protests women. Just character getting slit, But it just depends on what happens, though. These are things that I ponder for a long time.
Okay, we've got the ending for it.
No, that's not the ending.
All right,
that's
now let's just work around that.
That's not the ending, dude. That's the first page. There's more. But no, Gray, if you ever wrote a novel series out, I don't know if you ever thought about it, but what would you potentially have your series be based on?
I don't know. I had a whole bunch of like individual kind of stories that I thought would be interesting, but I don't think I have anything that's worth a novel, let alone worth a fucking series. I don't know, man. I always wanted to do horror shit.
Horror?
Almost
shit?
made a zombie movie when I was, horror shit. The horrors. I don't know. Really seriously looked into how much it would take to make this zombie flick.
These things would cost a lot of
never
money,
ended up
don't
doing
they?
it.
Yeah.
Way more than I was willing to actually put into it.
It's not even just money. A lot of people don't know, because like back when I was younger, I had a dream about being a film director. Even just doing like a low budget short film just to get people, because it's not even just about the money. You have to get people to act in these things too, unless you're going to do all of it yourself, which would be like, gay and cringe.
Well, and the more people you add, the harder it is to get everyone together at the same time.
Getting them on the same page.
They're all, yeah.
It's
because I wanted to make movies too, like short films, and try to do some indie stuff.
Great minds think alike. Holy
but
shit,
it was like,
yeah,
fuck that. I can't depend on everyone else, to show up. So I switched up to comic books.
Yeah, I watched movies and I would like watch like director interviews and director commentary, and it made it sound like it was so fun. I'm like, yeah, well, I want to be behind a chair and direct people. Now it's fucking hell. Getting that done in reality is just insane. Like, I have people that could do it. The thing is, like, they're all just disgusting nerds who have no social capabilities at all. So them being in something would be just horrible. I did kind of do that in high school for a final project. I did something very similar like that, but that was hell, and I'm never doing that ever again. Maybe with just that group of people, like even getting a girl to be like, hey, I want to ask my ex, like, hey, we're not.
When you say you did something like that, you mean you were super socially awkward and you were hard to talk to? And
in high school, I took a film class, and the final project to pass was making essentially a movie obviously very short movie, like a 20, maybe they said max 20 minutes, and I got a bunch of friends to help me out with it. And I had
Oh, you made a 20-minute movie?
I don't know.
MSK, do you have access to this movie?
We need to watch this.
Can we
movie.
watch your final
honest,
project?
I'll be honest, man. I don't know where it's
Oh,
at.
MSK, you got to be able to find this.
Dude, I haven't seen that thing in years, and it's so disgustingly cringe.
Oh, that's perfect.
Dude, that'd
Yes.
be great watch for a show.
No,
Hey,
I
your
didn't
birthday's
edit it.
coming up.
I didn't edit it. My friend Jason did.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we don't have access. There's
J-Dog?
No way.
Oh, Jason's the man. Hey, you should totally see if Jason has a copy of it if he edited it.
There's no way, dude. That was on his old. I mean, I could ask. I'm pretty sure we don't have access to that shit anymore. That was like 2013. Thing came out, dude. It's like literally at this point, like 12 years ago. So
Wait. The thing came out in 2013. Okay, but when did it get its like official release on DVD?
No, I did not put it out on
Cannes
DVD.
circuit.
No, so essentially, me, Jason, and Jimmy did one part, and then I did another part with like the church group. But Jason was a part of that too, so it was fun. It was fun, but the person,
Wait. There's multiple parts for this?
Oh, in the same movie, it was 2 parts. Like it was some really wacky shit. It was so cringe, dude. Oh my god, man.
We've got to see it. Okay, you got to try and track it down.
You
got to ask Jason and Jimmy. Come on.
Were you the star
For the chat?
I mean, obviously, but no, even just doing that was, man, getting people together, doing it. No homo. With Jason and Jimmy was way easier than doing it with the church group of friends that I had when it was like James, who you guys do know, and his brother Paul and the other group. Oh my god, that was worse. I'm never doing that again. So
what was the name of this?
No, I never put it out. It was only just.
Well, I mean, it should be on your IMDb credits, though, right?
No.
Come on, it was officially your first short film.
No,
it was 2-parter.
So it was on an old flash drive that I lost randomly because I would just lose shit like that all the time. I would save enough money to buy those things and then just lose them because I'm just that retarded. I'll be honest, I don't know if I even access that shit anymore. I could ask. I could ask James.
You should.
The last place I remember seeing it was on his home computer. This is like 12 years ago. I'll be honest, I don't think it exists at all anymore. I could try, but I'm being honest, I generally think it's gone. But it was a fun experience. I mean, I don't mind doing it again. The problem here is like when you have people.
Okay, you should recreate that student film.
Because like the problem here is like I can act. I know how to be a on-camera personality. But the other people I know some of them can do it. It'll be another person that I know.
Can they live up to your standard?
It's not that.
Joust with the big boys, so to speak.
It would be like, hey, because the person would say, hey, I want to do it. Oh, okay. And then the last minute, when it's daytime to do it, they'll be like, no, I'm not doing it. Sorry, I'm busy that day. So it's not me that potentially doesn't want to do these things.
You had to put on whiteface and a wig?
I wish. Serious question. Do you envision your stories in a Stephen King like? No. Yeah. It would be all
more of like a Steph Curry like situation.
It would be all in one shared continuity and universe. It would be, but it would be like. That's why I said there would be like portals and doors to open for these other stories to happen. It would all be canon.
Does it all take place in one house, like a really big house?
Not a house. No. You would have. So whatever genre that I prefer, that's the main universe. But then in somewhere in that potential world, there's this place, maybe like a desert, where you have these other places you could actually go to. But I don't really know which. Because see, for me, I'm kind of the person that looks at it from a business. It takes
place in Sedona, and it's like a vortex.
Not Saudi Arabia.
You could go to like.
If my universe was in Saudi Arabia, women will have no rights. So that's just
how. That's not a vortex. Come on, man.
So for me, I look at it from a business point of view. It'll be like, what's the best genre that's selling? Because you have to get your foot in the door somehow, and you have to kind of go where the money's at. I know it's kind of like pretty like
appears to be hard romance. Cheesy romance.
But I wouldn't mind writing a romance story. I'm a sucker.
You should kick that door down. You should start with that. I think the world is ready for that.
I'm a sucker for chick flicks. I'm a sucker for chick flicks. And you guys know me how much I love these chick flick shows. I do like them. I genuinely like them. But and keep in mind, I always had this mindset where you go where the people are. You go where the people are. You get an audience from that, and you drag them to your other places of work. So. Like you said before, romance, that was honestly going to be my first ever story, which is based on a romance. But then again, I know women very well, so my female character wouldn't be
Yeah, you
complete
do.
trash. You know,
Yeah, sure.
my female character wouldn't be trash.
I don't know there's going to be much women in your romance novel.
Oh no, we're not gonna have
about
orgies or anything
Two
like that.
dudes out in the wild against nature
Two
with
dudes
only
in the wild.
their friendship and love.
Oh, that's just gay. I'm willing to bet MSK stories have close to no women in them, and the few that are in them are whores or dead. Okay, I know. I'm not trying to sound cocky. Since I've seen so many bad and good female characters, I think I know what people would enjoy out of a female character. But I don't want to have a gay, cringy romance like most stories are. Because even the best ones are kind of gay and cringy.
You
I don't want to
find
have that.
most romance to be gay. Okay, but
And
yours
cringe.
isn't going to be like most romances.
No. I know everyone says that. And when I ever do this, it won't be. It will be something a little bit more, fun, innovative. Not innovative. I'm not innovating shit. I'm taking inspiration from everybody. I'm stealing everyone's shit. No, it'll
He's
be
innovative
dudes.
romance.
Two dudes portal hopping genres together. Not only
Sometimes they go to the Old West.
the
Sometimes
Old
it's
West.
romance.
the only thing that stays the same is their
I
love.
need to see this movie. There's a fucking MSK joint film out there somewhere. Why isn't it on IMDb? This is before I ever did anything really on the internet. That's why it's on the internet. This is before I ever met anyone on the internet. This was when I was like in my younger phase, when I was still, in my prime years, actually.
So
Tony,
this was like
what's up, man?
casting couch age MSK.
Warren and Gray, what's up? Tony says hi. Hey, Tony. But yeah, I mean, eventually I do want to do it because even though I probably will never get married, that's a fucking trap, and I'm probably never gonna have kids because that's not worth it. I was thinking about what do I want to leave behind? Probably a book series because people could read my work and enjoy it throughout the years, even when I'm gone. So that's something that I do actually want to do. Not obviously right now because I don't have any time, but when I make enough free time for it and I get the full inspiration of doing it, I for sure do want to, do it. I don't know what I would call the universe. I don't even know what to fucking call it. Main character, none of that shit. But I do know the premise of it would have what I say because I've thought about that long and hard. Pause. And that's kind of what I want to teeter to. But romance would be the first book because Gray is right. The number one genre that's selling is romance. And I've always believed in this. You should go where the money's at, get that audience there, build it up, and then kind of go with, and then have them go with you to different places. So, obviously the men in my story would probably not, I'll say abuse women. But if you're going to a medieval fantasy world, there's good chances they're getting knocked the fuck out. And it's not intentional. It's just how women are. They deserve
You're really going to capture the romance market with spousal abuse.
No, he's writing it, but it's not intentional. Don't worry. The story slipped. It's the story's clumsy. Don't worry about it.
But you guys would. The thing is, I don't know how to get readers for that. I wouldn't know how to get readers for a book at all. Like keep in mind, like every single creative adventure you do, like Warren knows this. I mean, a lot of you guys know this too. Getting people interested in doing this kind of thing is very hard.
Well, that's why you write what you want to read and what you love, and then you try to build audience around that. You don't want to try to genre hop because it's going to take you a while to write one book because you've never done it before. So the first book's going to take a while to write. Well, what happens when romance is not popular by the time you get done?
But the problem here is, you risk going to a place that doesn't have a lot of audience people there, and there's not enough buying people for it. Because like sci-fi will be pretty cool, but that's really oversaturated. Like what can I do different in my sci-fi world of series of novel potential that no one else is doing? Maybe I stick laser beams up their asses. Who knows?
You do. There is a point, but at the same time, though, it's like if you've never done it before, just try to make the damn thing. Don't look too much into like ahead of yourself on how you're going to spend
but I would do
millions from your
general.
Netflix deal. From your first
I gotta
novel.
get my Netflix deal. Hell yeah! No, but Gray's right. I like romance stuff, so I that would be a preferred genre thing that I do. I just think about it and I go, okay, how do I make it less gay and cringy? Because most of it's
there
really
is a
gay.
good market for gay romance, so you should be fine. You're just gonna have to admit that you're gay, though.
I'm definitely I like having sex with girls, so I can't admit to that. All right, so speaking of fun tonight, let's have some fun here, boys. So if you guys haven't seen my post on Twitter, we're gonna honor our Spanish brethren here. So
yes, Twitter's always fun.
Yeah, so my name in Spanish sounds way cooler. Mestro. They see? I sound way cooler in Spanish, actually. You know? I don't know what Mestro del means, but
It means master.
does it? I don't fucking know. Mestro in Spanish. No! Fucking hell.
You are
Meaning.
the teacher.
Yes!
MSK.
Yes! I am the
Teacher
Jiraiya.
swanking.
It means Mestro dominant. Oh, dominante. Okay, hell yeah. That means they know. Spanish people know I'm the top G for a reason, actually. You know? So I'm the teacher of Gray and Warren. Call me the master. You know?
Teaching us what not to do.
Gray, he would be Marinette. Oh my god. Marinette Grease. Why are you mustard?
Only me marionette grease? How
Marionette.
dare you?
How do you spell that word? Marionette? Did I spell that right? Fucking hell.
That is not how you start.
Oh god. Why do I do this? Why don't I just copy and paste? Why do I do these
Good
things?
question. It's funny.
I'm just legit retarded some days, honestly.
No, we
Oh my-
got you.
Oh my god, suck my dick. Spanish meaning. What the fuck does any of this mean?
It's marionetta.
Marionette. Referring to a doll controlled by strings or wires. Great.
have you
Are
heard of a
bought and
marionette?
paid for? You bought and paid for by Warner Brothers and Disney to be shilling this crap
I mean,
to us?
somebody's got some on me. There's a reason why I keep coming back here. It's
It can
I mean,
also
in a
be
way, someone's pulling strings. Hey, I just thought about it. It kind of sounds like I figured out what your writing universe is. You're just trying to recreate Magic School Bus. You know, like they can get in that bus and they can kind of go to anywhere. Sometimes they put the bus
I didn't think about
inside
it that
somebody.
way. Yeah,
Sometimes they go to space. Sometimes it's a mystery. I think you're trying to recreate that show. And you know what? I'm all for it. You should
I
do
liked
that,
Magic
Amos.
School Bus growing up. I mean, I
We
wouldn't
can
say that was
tell.
a core inspiration, but I've seen worlds like that, and those were always the most intriguing to me. It can also be used figuratively to mean a puppet in the sense of a person who is easily manipulated by others. Gray, you got some explaining to do.
Okay.
English to Spanish.
But
Fucking hell.
that's not the way that you'd actually change it in there. You would just use my full name instead of, Gray or Gris, as you would like to say.
Chris.
Call me Graymundo.
Warren, your name would be, oh my goodness,
Say
Madriguera. Yeah, Madriguera. Fuck.
when you hit the little speaker thing and the Google says it for you.
You're right, because I want pronouncing things, and I'm a genius, great. Oh, Warren, who the fuck are you? It means burro. Are you a burrito? It means in Spanish.
I've had some burritos. Like the
Spanish-
breakfast ones are the best.
Madriguera
They are.
translates to burro, den, or lair, referring to a hole in the ground where animals like rabbits, foxes, or badgers live. It can also be used figuratively to mean a hideout or den.
Based. I mean, it's a pretty cool nickname.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Fucking hell, guys. But no, speaking of us being Spanish, because we'll have to celebrate this next year for Cinco de Mayo, Wicked for Good, the sequel to Wicked, $223 million opening weekend. That's huge for a big blockbuster. And that's kind of the
Almost
number...
as huge as that transition, which was also speaking of Spanish. Why is this speaking of Spanish? That was a hell of a transition, but I got to go back to it.
Gotta go black to it.
Yeah. So MSK, I know you love you a musical. Did you expect this to be 223?
I'm glad I got that. Because this, right, even though this is not really my preferred like viewing of a genre for film, I want movies to have openings like this. I remember when this used to be kind of like the norm. You would get like 90 to $200 million opening weekends for a lot of even like movies that weren't even like good. Like this,
Look how low the international is, though. This
But
is a
to be
lot
fa-
like Superman, where it
to
was
be
had
fair, from what I've heard, domestic if your movie does better domestically, you make a little bit more money. I don't know how much they pay internationally because I heard it's different markets, obviously, but but internationally, that it does show that people just don't care for this. So this also proves that, hey, if you make something that has a dedicated audience, they're gonna show up. Now, keep in mind, this is just week 1. This could fall off week 2 and 3 and completely flop. But
yeah, which is exactly what everything's done this year.
Well, if it's true what the critics and the fans are saying about it, it's going to have a terrible fall off next weekend.
Oh, shit. And Gray's right. Like, movies even will have openings like this in week 2 just completely like fizzle out. Like, it'll go from like this and then it'll only go up like $20 million. Like, that's really bad. But I hope it doesn't. This is a great opening. A lot of movie studios would like kill for this kind of opening. So it shows that if you make
it's kind
movie,
of a big budget, but apparently it was 150 million. So they basically made it back with just the US grosses. Granted, there was more advertising and everything put into it, but still, good for them. It's rare to see somebody making all of their money back the first day.
How many times have we seen that? We've only seen that for basically Minecraft and Lilo and Stitch, right?
Yeah, this year has literally been the worst.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to pull another one other than those.
It's like Lilo and Stitch. I mean, maybe Jurassic World Rebirth, but even that like did way less than Jurassic World Dominion did.
Avatar's pre-sale tickets are projecting it to be over 200 mil opening night. So if that keeps trending, we'll have another big one.
So I have 4. God, that's so bad. 4 out of
I know Avatar is going to be coming up here, I believe, on December 13th.
Yeah.
So
Walter said the movie was okay for what it is. I thought the first film was better. That's what I've been hearing too. But then again, I've been hearing also. I'm not gay, so I don't watch these movies. I'm not a loser.
Not true. Don't sell yourself short, man. But yeah, the first one, it's weird. I really liked the musical, but they just kind of found a way to like cut each one of the songs like off at the knees in a weird way. So we'll see if they can stick the landing. But that's kind of what I keep hearing. It's like, the first film was a lot better than this.
Predator Badlands. Let's see what Predator Badlands did. Because Predator Badlands, it did what? $83 million opening weekend, I think, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. And then it completely dropped off. But you have to remember Running Man came out the next weekend.
Yeah. Because I forgot the initial... I fucking forgot. I know Predator Badlands did way better than a lot of people thought it was going to be opening weekend. Because opening weekend, I remember the numbers dropped. And it's supposed to only do like $40 million, which is crazy. It actually did double that. So it's odd. I get why people don't want them constantly making like sequels and remakes and shit. But this is what people show up for. Like, a lot of people do that fucking thing where it's like, I want them to stop making remakes and sequels and all that shit, but that's the only movies people show up for.
They did the smart thing with it too. Sorry, please go ahead, Warren.
Oh, well, it says, why is China separate from domestic and world?
I thought it'd be just international.
Like, well, is it
a good question?
Is it only been opened up in China?
Let's do
sometimes it's late on a domestic or international.
Oh, okay, my bad. I had it. Well, actually, I didn't do anything, as you guys saw. It just locked to China. But no,
okay.
Domestically, $76 million. Internet, so roughly almost about.
You see who's financing this show? You're China lords. You're a China spy, aren't you?
Okay, from what I heard. Before what I heard, now I've seen every Predator movie up until the 4th one. I have to watch Prey, the anthology one, and this one. So the main criticism I heard from it, I haven't watched it yet, but the main criticism I heard was that it kind of got the same criticism that Man of Steel got. It was basically not a main character-ish movie. So like Man of Steel, you can consider a good movie, but not a good Superman movie. I don't like that criticism, but apparently people said it was a fine movie, but not a good Predator movie. That was the main criticism I kept hearing about.
People that are saying that, I'm not sure if they actually saw it. I don't know, man. I've rewatched every Predator movie. I am kind of a simp for the series. I think they did kind of a smart thing with this one. They released 2 other ones to kind of test it. They went straight to Hulu for the first one. And then by that time, I think Disney owned them for the second one. So it was kind of whatever, multi-platform for Killer of Killers.
But it made sense.
But they saw that there was an audience for this thing. And then they kept the budget somewhat small. It's 105 million. So they made the budget back. I don't know that they're in the black or whatever from this. I'm sure I'm sure from VOD sales they will be,
Is it on
which
VOD
I think
yet?
is going to factor in more and more.
No
So
VOD
it's like
release
the
date yet.
Okay.
yeah, it's like the third or fourth weekend on this now, so it's
Oh,
technically
we know
not
it's
out
coming
yet,
out.
but
Yeah, this is leaving theaters.
it's
soon.
Disney. They hold it a little closer to 60 days, where some of the other
you're
ones
right,
are like
yeah.
right at 27 or 28 days.
I will say
Um,
Disney keeps movies in way longer than the other studios do. The other studios are like 3-4 week window, then streaming.
It
Disney
took
usually keeps
forever
them
for
longer.
Fantastic Four to go to VOD. I
Yeah,
remember
you're right. It did.
But,
Yeah.
it took a lot longer than Superman.
Yeah. But to answer Walter's question, I really dig it. I think it's up there towards the top of my Predator movies. I really don't get what a lot of the internet criticism is. I'm actually in the middle of making kind of a video on that. I just don't see a lot of it as valid. And it's like, how
You're
did you guys
making
miss all
content?
this? Like,
Oh,
it's
God.
literally in there. I know, man. What a weird time. Hell is frozen over. But yeah. Making a little video on it. So
Yeah.
I hope to expound on it
Get
a
'em
little bit better,
great.
but give it a chance. Don't listen to the criticism. Just
Guys,
go in.
we're not bought and paid for by China. They just locked to that. Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and we also have the Running Man that came out too. Where's Running Man? Did it just fall off the charts? What's
Running Man did
It
not
kinda
get a
did.
good reception at the theater.
Dude, it just like killed it. Yeah, which sucks. I also think that one's getting a bit of a raw deal as far as the criticism goes.
Let me see.
Man, it is so damn close to the book adaptation of the Running Man, but I think everyone was trying to they want to see that Arnold one remade, which the Arnold one takes like 3 things from the book. There is a TV show, there is a bad guy named Killian, and the dude's name is now I'm even forgetting his fucking name. But they took those 3 things and that's it. And then that's all it is. They made a really fun movie out of it, but it is nowhere near the book. And then this adaptation is damn close to the book, with the exception he's really racist in the actual
Yes.
story, and it goes into his mind, and he says the N-word a lot. They made him not racist in this one. Granted, Stephen King wrote this literally 50 years ago. I think he said it was in 75, and then it stayed in his desk for like 8 years. But other than that, it's almost exactly the same story, which is really
Oof.
kind of crazy.
That's
But man, it did not
but
do
this
great.
is why people don't take chances on movies like these anymore. And then people will always say this, and I just don't get
But
it.
it's
It's like,
Edgar Wright, man. Everyone. So granted, people did not like Last Night in Soho nearly as much as I did, but
really?
everyone
That was a
seemed to
good
be
movie.
talking about this.
That's crazy.
There was, I know.
It's a good
Wow,
movie right there. Yeah.
MSK has a good take.
If that's not
But
considered good, all right, I guess.
just
I guess.
man,
Fuck,
this
man.
is one of the most approachable like Edgar Wright films. He's not doing like a lot of his editing to music, which people kind of like assume that that's going to happen in this. It is kind of like a straightforward action movie, but man, people were glazing fucking Working Man at the beginning of the year, saying like how great it is. I fucking
Wasn't that
don't
based
get
off the
that
Chuck
at
Dixon
all. And then
novel?
people are saying this is broken, and it's just like from one thing to another. It's like, what? Like you the same guys who are praising Working Man, like this literal paint by numbers fucking Statham movie, hate this because they think it's like a little, well, this thing happens, then this thing happens. It's like, none of that
I
makes sense at all.
I couldn't finish Working Man because it was. I love Statham movies. I love
I do
movies
too.
like that.
Yeah.
I absolutely I love Beekeeper, but Working Man, there was just like, okay, this is so boring. I've seen this so many times.
Yes.
And
This is not like that. This is the one who kind of put all those things in there. So again, it was written in like 75, but I think he sold it in like 82. But this is prior to all those movies, those dystopian like game show ones. Like this is before Hunger Games. This did inspire it. Man, I kind of dig what they did
Working
here.
Man?
I think history will remember it kindly, even though the box office didn't.
Wasn't The Working Man based off a book that Chuck Dixon wrote, or is it a different book he did? Yeah, it is. It's based off the 2014 Levon's Trade by Chuck Dixon. Wow.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
It didn't feel like it was a Chuck Dixon novel. It just kind of felt like it was
I don't know what they changed
generic
in the novel.
action movie.
Yeah, you guys are a little bit more knowledgeable than me about some of these novel to movie adaptations. He's not been very open about that, but that's probably because that Amazon probably wrote him a big fat paycheck based off of using his book. So, David Ayer directed Working Man?
Yeah, the same thing
Yeah.
with the Beekeeper.
What?
And I liked Beekeeper.
I think the
It's
last
okay.
Statham
It's
movie
still
I
formulaic.
saw,
I liked it more than Working Man.
the last Statham movie I saw was, oh my god, it's the one that came out in 2022, Wrath of Man.
I liked that one.
That was a
That
very
one
good
was good.
movie. So super underrated. I did not understand the criticism that he got. I thought that was one of the best movies I've seen in recent memory. What a great movie that was. Oh, I'd watch that any day of the week over and over again. But Jason Statham, I think he's getting into the same territory The Rock is. He's just taking random roles. I know it's to get paid. I know he has to make money, but like it's just taking roles that is just to take them, and he's just playing himself. Like he's straight up playing that character that he plays in Fast and Furious in all these movies now. At this point, he's just doing it. But hey, if it pays the bills, go for it. I mean, Nicolas Cage does the same shit too now. You know, now you see me, now you don't.
Oh, fuck you. I don't want to see you at all. I think 150 million is too much for that. But Walter points out Zissou 2 this week. I don't know if you guys happen to catch that first one, but man, Zissou 2 was just the darling of fuck. Now I'm forgetting the name of the festival. Fantastic Fest in Austin.
Is it out now?
Next weekend. But
Okay.
man,
I'm
I
gonna
hear
go
it's
watch
like the planes, trains, and automobiles of action movies, and it is just amazing. It puts the first one to shame. I kind of hear this is the one, so it really kind of set the one festival on fire. So I highly recommend it if you haven't seen the first one. Apparently, you don't need to, but you might want to refresh it because next weekend, Sisu 2. I think
Look at
that one's going to be
this.
huge, but we'll see.
Now you see me, now you don't, which is the third movie in this trilogy. I've only seen the first one, and that was actually pretty good. So I don't know how these other two fare, but domestically, only $36 million. That is a complete and utter failure domestically. Complete carried by international audience. So I guess you only make these for the international audience then.
But they did the meme title.
They did. They finally did do the meme title, but it's on the third one. Fuck. How did Black Phone 2 do? Did it say it?
It wasn't amazing, but you got to keep in mind like their box or their budget isn't quite
really low. Isn't like $20 million was the budget for that thing?
Let me look it up, but I don't
probably. Black Phone 2 budget. Yeah, almost. It's $10 million off. It's $30 million budget wise.
I was gonna say I think they got a little bump from the first one since it was so successful. But yeah, 30 million estimated. Not too bad. They're
Not
definitely
bad.
in the black on that one. Good for
black,
them.
That's intended.
That's why horror is kind of the way to go, man. You can make a decent $30 million horror movie where action's tough. In order to kind of sell it, you need explosions and shit, and it just gets big set pieces.
Lilo and Stitch. So these are the top grossing movies of the year so far.
You
know what's crazy is your top 10 this year. Niza 2. Did that get a release domestically for us? Did it?
I didn't see it at theaters.
Me neither.
I did see it once it came to streaming.
Fantastic Four. Oh my god, what the fuck, dude? And that's 521. That movie pretty much did not do well in its top 10 by default. Mission Impossible, based off how much money they invested in making this one, $600 million is nothing unless the VOD
one that hurts
sales,
the most
like
is
you
Minecraft.
said, is lucrative. Minecraft doing. Maybe we just underestimated how.
Jared Hess, though, man, chicken jockey. Come on, it deserved $1 billion.
What did it get like 930 or something like that?
It was I think 49 or 59, 57.
That is insane. I guess you just keep making these. Yeah, if there's an audience that's giving you that much money for them, do it. The next one, if we're going off these projections right here for this one, it probably makes $1 billion. The next one.
Oh, nice. Walter said Niza 2 was in theaters, so that's awesome. It must have been so limited I didn't even see it in my
we
theaters.
Didn't get that here. No way. I mean, our limited fucking hell. We don't even get early screeners here. Like they get for like the critics. The one time we did get one of us, Clifford the Big Red Dog. It's like, what the fuck are you guys giving me? I don't watch that shit. He wasn't even red. It was like bright.
Nah, there's a better Clifford movie. It's got Martin Short in it. It's weird.
Lilo and Bitch. What did this one make? Oh my goodness.
Dude, those family ones have legs. I really I put a lot more of my money on How to Train Your Dragon. I lost on that one, but I thought I was in for a payday on that.
Figured this one was gonna do okay. 'Cause this
Thought we'd get $1 billion on it too. Again, it's the kid movie. Like you've got dual audience where you've got the grown-ups that saw it, and now you get the kids that they're trying to like re-expose. But with
the
the
problem
new
with
thing,
this is like movies like this are gonna be going through the same problem that I think I said earlier this year. It's like if you're making a movie like this and the animated one is already there, like there's nothing really different to change it up though. It's literally just the same movie except live action, except with like a different cast essentially,
just
right?
wait till the one that Warren announced. I can't wait for it, man.
Oh,
Be amazing.
jeez. I want to see the trailer. I think it's going to look freaky as hell.
Oh
Like,
god.
are they going to make them talk, but be like realistic, or is it going to be
Yeah.
like Bumblebee?
I don't know. Like I have to. You know what? Now I have to double check to see if that is actually true.
I need to know what the hell live action
Jurassic
Cars
World
would be.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Gray's favorite movie this year. This is
It's
straight
not.
diminishing
It's
returns
nowhere near
constantly.
it.
No, but like you look
Did
at
they even come close? They did better
no, I would
internationally
say
than us.
no. Like if you're asking me, I mean, I would say this is what Warner Brothers wanted Superman to make, at least on the very minimum scale, box office
For
wise.
sure.
But this movie, I don't think this turned a profit for them unless you just count VOD sales, box office wise.
But you got to keep in mind, so people are iffy on the whole gun thing, and this is a really down year. But still, they were able to make that into the black. I know doing MSK math, you don't think he did.
How much?
But seriously,
what's the budget on Rebirth? It's like $300 million. It has to be. There's no way they spent anything less than that.
I don't know why we're talking about Rebirth, but fair enough.
Rebirth budget was 180 to 225, and I imagine they spent like $100 million on advertising. I would just imagine they did.
I'm just saying the little shot that you took at Superman there. It's not like it's a loss. With the VOD,
Yeah.
it's definitely in the black. But you have to compare it more towards like Iron Man or
Dude.
Captain America, one of the first ones.
They're saying that.
So this is an unsure thing after a failed product.
Yeah.
And man, I don't think it's doing as bad as you're saying. But
Dude,
we'll see. It is kind of the loss leader to get people interested.
Apparently, if you factor in a lot of the places on the internet that are reporting on Jurassic World Rebirth, they're saying that the budget that Universal reported didn't include marketing costs. So the marketing costs could put that shit at $330 or $40 million. If Universal spent $330 on this movie and it only took in $868, that's a flop. That is like not good. This series has nothing but a bunch of diminishing returns at this point.
Kind of, but there's two other revenue streams that you're not thinking. So seriously, in the music industry, this was happening where record sales were just down. So then they started doing all-in deals. So that includes touring, that includes merch, that includes everything. I think that's what these studios are doing now. They're looking at it as an all-in package, and that's one of the reasons why the VOD is so quick.
Dude,
why it's at like a 27-day thing.
Demon Slayer movie 2 made more than all the MCU movies that came out this year.
Okay.
And Crunchyroll said they're not going to put it on their streaming service yet. They haven't even released it.
I'm just saying, there's another revenue service that you're not talking about as well. So it would be the actual streamers themselves. Like they then get a contract after that to get it, especially when it's the newer movies.
I wish we did.
I don't know, man.
I wish we did.
I know you'll never know that because they don't have to share it with anyone else. Where
it's like, theaters, hey, stores trust me, bro, kind of thing. It's like, hey, believe me. It's like I guess women. When I tell you guys stories, you believe me. So anything's possible.
Trust me, bro. Please, just
trust me, bro.
Everything's great, bro.
Okay, so Walter, 28 years later, that's the sequel to 28 Days. I was obviously I don't watch movies.
Like that it's the sequel to 28 Weeks Later. Come on, man.
But that movie was really, really hyped, and it came and went, and people just kind of forgot about it. 60 million.
It didn't, man. So yeah, it's 60 million budget, but it made 151, and then got him guaranteed to do the next one.
That's pretty solid.
How much did Chainsaw Man make?
I'd have to see. What was it called?
Chainsaw Man: The RZA Arc.
RZA Arc.
The
Riz Master Arc.
The Riz Arc.
I really dug 28 Years Later, but I understand why some people wouldn't. It has a very polarizing part kind of in the center of it, and it looks like they're going very hardcore into that for that Bone Temple thing. But
Chainsaw Man,
kind of here for it.
Rezark, box off. They didn't report a budget from. I mean, some of the places that I'm seeing, they didn't report a budget. All we know is it made 174.
Thought it made more than that. Well, good for them. I know
I
it
mean,
made a lot.
if they only spent like $20 million, in fucking what is Japanese currency? Whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
they spent less than that.
Yeah.
Because they're also going to convert this movie into episodes and use it for the TV series too.
Oh yeah.
So they usually make these things for pretty cheap.
Oh, I found it. Apparently, they spent about $4.1 million USD, but they spent $600 million of their money, which obviously is worth way less than our dollar. So they only spent $4 million on that
and made 170 some.
Their break-even point was what the hell, $14 million.
And
that's insane.
In my opinion, that was probably the best film I've seen this year. I think that movie was beautiful.
Made 174.
They've got an amazing. They've got an amazing business model on it, so they're going to get paid for doing it 4 episodes. They're getting paid for doing it this way. They released it in theaters. Man, good for them. Hell yeah.
Same thing happened.
I hope that proves that they can do it again, and then we get these kind of event things. Maybe that's more what the movies are going to be, rather than hey, the latest studio has this schlock for you.
Yeah, I mean, Godzilla -1. People said was a budget between $10 million to $19 million, and it took in 116. But keep in mind, they financed that Japanese.
He did not have 19 million. I
There's
remember
no way,
watching one interview with him where he was like, literally, like, I wish I had 19 million. That would have been amazing.
So you think he probably got 10 million to do it? Probably.
I have no clue. I just know that was a huge working. Just like. There was a huge commitment put to it that I don't think the money was the main difference there.
But if they only spent like what,
it's so much time,
10 million to get 116, that's pretty good. And keep in mind, people have to understand when comes to these Japanese movies, they're spending it. That's their currency. So in our currency,
the amount of love that was put into it, man.
Love, that's gay. The heck, we don't have love anymore. We're men. We don't need love.
And the sentimental value, it was through the roof.
Fucking hell. Because that's the thing is,
you need to get in touch with your feelings more, MSK.
Oh, that's so gay.
You're just this bottled up wall of masculinity, and you need to just chill out and get in touch. So you're more
touch. Oh no, I can't get touched. That's gay. Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. What did this one end up doing? That's horrible. If people understand, yes, this is a big number, but knowing what we know about how much they spent on budget and marketing for this needed to hit like $1 billion, and it just. There's been diminishing returns for this franchise for a while at this point. The last one that did well for them was Fallout, and that was actually considered the best performing one was Fallout. As I saw all the first 6.
Fallout was so good.
Fallout was so good. That movie's fucking great. Oh God, what happened? What did my boy Tom Cruise do? Yeah, that's just not.
I watched that last one, and yeah, the last fight with the main villain was so disappointing.
Oh God, damn. Don't tell me that. What? Because Dead Reckoning Part 1, it got sandwiched between 2 new blockbusters that came out, and it performed like that. But this one, they already spent like, yeah, the budget is
2 blockbusters. Wasn't it the same time that it was Barbenheimer?
Yeah. So Dead Reckoning Part 1 came out a week before those 2 did, and it just got galvanized or cannibalized by those 2.
And it wasn't as good as like Fallout was kind of a peak.
Paul's the peak, yeah.
And yeah, this one wasn't as bad as the last one, Dead Reckoning Part 2, but it wasn't no Fallout by no reason either.
That's sad to hear because my favorite's Fallout. I like Ghost Protocol, and then the third one's my other one. Man, Ghost Protocol is so fucking good.
I'd imagine though, overall, if you added up all the budgets and then all the profits, I think this is probably overall a successful series.
Given how I don't know, man, they spent a lot on these, plus marketing. So I think the budgets for these, I forgot, were at least around $300 million or $2 million.
I loved them. I thought it was a great series. I mean, it had its down points, but it was still.
Do you like Mission Impossible 2?
Yeah, I like Mission. I like John Woo though, and that was a John Woo movie.
When I first watched Mission Impossible 2, I'll tell people this: I actually kind of enjoyed that one. The first one is just really boring. honestly. The first
I
one's
will
just kind
say
of like
though,
paint drying, honestly.
it falls into the Tom Cruise problem, and that is Tom Cruise and all of Tom Cruise movies. If you take out Tom Cruise and insert any other actor, the movie becomes better. Like Tom Cruise doesn't make movies better. He just comes in and plays Tom Cruise in good movies. So yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Paramount, what are you doing?
How dare you talk shit on the first one, man?
From the reports, they said that this shit costs like $300 to $400 million for this Final Reckoning one. Holy mother of God, bro! That's not a flop. That's like
I
a fucking
rewatched the
complete
first
failure.
one. That was a good movie.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
not the first
Emilio
one.
Estevez.
Not
That
the
movie
first
had me
one.
saying, if there's no Emilio, I'm not gonna go.
I think the first Mission Impossible. Okay, I thought I don't like the first Mission Impossible. I think it's just kind of boring. The third act carries the entire movie. I think the third act is really good.
Iron, tell this man he's retarded.
What the heck? It's not Tuesday. Okay. But no, Mission Impossible 2, I like that one. Mission Impossible 3 is very good. I like that one a lot. Mission Impossible 5, it's not bad. It just, I don't know what happened with that one. It's a well-made movie, but it doesn't hit for me the same way Ghost Protocol and Fallout did. But the stunts in that movie were
MSK.
really good.
Don't pretend like you've never pretended to like fall from the ceiling and like not touch the floor. I know you've thought of a pressure sensitive floor situation. You thought of how many times you could sneak in on people and not get busted. You know you've acted out that first Mission Impossible.
Dude, in the second one, when he's climbing, the fucking Grand Canyon or some shit, right? And then after that, he gets into that point where it's that one chick who was gonna come back for the third one, but she couldn't. I forgot the light skinned black girl's name. Where all the part he was investigating something, and she gets on top of him, and she's like, "You want to do this right now?" I'm like, "Hey, I understand. I've had girls get on top of me and like do stuff to me. So I fully get being a hot, rich agent guy that needs a girl to get on top of him. I understand it. Iron, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? This is about Young Guns 3. No. We're talking about the Mission Impossible franchise. My personal
MSK.
3 favorites are.
Have you ever seen Young Guns or Young Guns 2?
No, there's no way. No.
Oh, come on. A Western starring the Brat Pack?
I'm not a loser.
You gotta love it.
I don't watch loser shit like you guys do.
Okay.
Oh, God. Great. We know you watched Bad Boys 3 in theaters. We know you did.
What's wrong with Bad Boys?
All I know is Bad Boys for Life.
Bad Boys for Life. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't watch. Apparently, they came out with a fourth one, did they?
I don't know.
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
They're like 5 or something. Bad Boys 5 Ever?
Bad Boys Ride or Die is the fourth one.
Why would you do that?
Will they be
doing
doing
a For Life with the
For Life? Oh my God.
But Young Guns 2 is amazing. Come on, man. You got to see Emilio as Billy the Kid. It's great.
They said they were potentially going to make a fifth one, but it depends on how well Ride or Die did box office wise. Like a lot of movies sometimes will only be getting sequels now, pending on box office success. But that was 2024, so 2025 might have a different scale now, as they say. Young Guns 2 is great, man. I've never seen these, so you guys are saying they're good. I take your word for it.
Will Smith doesn't quite have the same draw as he
no
used
actor
to,
really does anymore. It's actually kind of sad how a lot of them just don't have any draws anymore. Like The Rock doesn't have it.
Which actor's draws do you pay for, MSK?
Okay, I'm not a gay loser, obviously.
Chris Hemsworth. He seems like a Chris Hemsworth kind of guy.
Like, that's what I have always said. That's a main point for movies not doing as well these days. If the actors aren't the main draw, then that's going to be a hard selling point for movies, because like back when we were growing up, a lot of us, you'd watch a movie because you just like that actor quite a bit. Like a lot of people just watch Brad Pitt movies because he was just in it. Like they got to be the draw, and their social media shenanigans have not done them any favors. Let's just say that, Will's right. Movie stars just haven't been a thing. And I think that has hindered a lot of movies' box office performance. Like, and then you throw in a bunch of random people, and I do believe people should get their starts. Like you need different actors and generations to come up, but they're not going to have that same level of draw. It's not their fault. And then they're in this kind of environment, and movies are performing worse in this environment. And then they're going to blame the actor. It's like, well, you didn't really draw an audience. It's like, how can I draw an audience when it's my first big blockbuster? It took a lot of people quite a bit of movies to have some traction with their name, and these new people they're hiring, it's not that they're even really doing a bad job. Probably it's like, hey, how can you be a box office draw as an actor in 2025 when there's no draws for actors anymore? It's like fucking hell. We talked about investment. Remember last Wednesday, the investment in, so like, even if you invest in a lot of an ensemble cast, that's not even a guarantee your movies did well. I remember, what wasn't there a movie with Christian Bale and Margot Robbie that came out back in 2022 where it was an ensemble cast and it completely failed? I forgot what movie was fucking called, but if an ensemble cast doesn't even guarantee you some level of money,
if you're saying 2022,
was it 2022?
That was when things were like kind of recovering. I don't know the one that you're talking about.
It was a Christian Bale.
Was it that one? Was it Coen Brothers movie? It had Christian Bale, Maggie Robbie, and then the guy from
the
Christopher Nolan movie about time, like
it had Washington.
Washington.
I can't remember the freaking name of the movie.
It was like Cohen's, or it was Amsterdam.
Completely failed. Like it literally only made like Amsterdam. Yes,
I believe that one was Cohen's, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, thank you, Will. You're the best. Oh my God.
Oh,
man.
David O. Russell, another classic. But yeah, I was just like,
it was David O. Russell. Yeah. Look at this cast right here, starring Christian Bale, John David Washington, Margot Robbie, Chris Rock, Anna Taylor-Joy, Zoe Saldana, Mike Myers, Michael Shannon, Taylor Swift was in the movie, Robert De Niro was in the movie. These are like people that everyone knows. This movie movie's budget was $80 million. It took in $31 million. Woo!
Yeah, but it's 2022. Like, you have to remember, this is when people first started going back to the theaters.
Just a little bit, right?
It took like a year to like even recover. And then on top of that, it's like a quirky film. Like, from just watching the trailer, I can see the David O. Russell in there, but it looks like it's got kind of what the fuck's his name? The Tenenbaums guy. It just seems like it's got a little quirkiness to it, if you will. It's a little offbeat, but it looks like a decent movie, man.
It's different when it's like, come see Tom Cruise in a new Maverick movie. Everyone's like, oh yeah, then it makes $1 billion. But it's like, come see Tom Cruise in a Victorian period piece comedy by some abstract director that you've never heard of. With this all-star cast,
Charles also points out, I forgot, this was around the time where David O. Russell had some weird news kind of swirling around him. He has a lot of controversies at the time, or throughout the years, I should say.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of weirdness going on for this particular one. I don't think this is a good example, but you're right. This one didn't do
based off
a lot
just
of business.
The names alone, that the average person who doesn't even know about the controversy potentially that surrounded the movie at the time would go and see it. You just off the names alone you have there would at least get you something.
Do you want to see a quirky 1930s murder mystery?
I don't know.
It's not exactly like
it. I'm a sucker for those. I'd watch those movies. But that's just me.
So I love me some Amsterdam as well. And I love me some 30s murder mysteries and a lot of David O. Russell films. But for some reason I haven't watched this one yet. What can I say?
Maybe you'll do a video on it soon. Iron said it was a shit movie, though. Yeah. I remember that being most of the reviews. Iron said he didn't like it. I love how during these topics, Will isn't on the panel. But as soon as we get a horrible topic, Charles is invited. Yes, I always like to confuse Charles. Not Charles. Charles. What was that movie that Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock did? It was a comedy one. It was like on the island or some shit. It was Paramount released. Fuck. It had Daniel Radcliffe in it.
That's quite the list of people.
Oh God.
You're not talking like Swiss Army Man, are you?
No. Oh my God.
Was there dancing involved?
Sandra Bullock was probably getting her asshole blown out by Channing Tatum in that movie.
Was there dancing involved?
No,
Channing Tatum dancing.
I saw the trailers for it. It looked kind of fun.
You can hope.
It looked kind of fun, but last Sandra Bullock movie I fucking watched was probably either Blindside or the one where she adopted that big black kid. Blindside.
That was Blindside.
It was probably Blindside or that one that's the plot to Blindside. So have you ever watched another Sandra Bullock movie? Have you ever seen Speed?
Yes. Yeah. I like Speed.
Top Shot.
No.
Pop quiz hot shot. Come on.
Speed was very, very good. I never saw the sequel. I heard the sequel was really, really bad, but I only saw Speed 1.
Oh, but it's Speed on a boat. Come on. You
That
got to keep the
sounds not
boat at
good.
over 50 miles an hour.
A boat at 50. Jesus fucking Christ, Gray. What are you doing in life these days, man?
Thinking about boats a lot.
Think about hoes on boats.
Just a boat. Altair.
Good Lord. I'm about to make a name for myself. Good Lord. I can't believe he did that level of rapping in Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, God. You must keep the boat floating. Good Lord. What other movies did you see, Gray, that you think people should have... Sorry. What movies did you see that kind of failed box office-wise that you think more people should have saw?
There's a ton of them this year.
Just this year? Oh, golly.
Oh, so you're talking about like ever?
Probably the last 5 years.
Most of my favorite films
years,
became like cult hits. Most of them weren't hits that actually, not theatrically anyway. Like every single one of Mike Judge's films, you'd think because they're like so loved, like Office Space and Idiocracy, you'd think they were hits. They're not. Like they were box office disasters. But man, they just became like these cult hits afterwards. Same thing with my favorite. What the hell is the brothers' names? They did like Dumb and Dumber, all those ones.
Oh, the Farley brothers.
Farley brothers. Thank you.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Kingpin. Kingpin is so underrated as far as their pantheon goes. Like everyone talks about Dumb and Dumber, or one of their more fan favorite ones. But man, Kingpin, to me, it's got so much more bang for your buck, and that one just did no business in the theaters.
Oh,
almost everyone. Oh, go right ahead, MSK.
No, I remember what the movie was. It was Lost City with Daniel Radcliffe and Sandra Bullock. It was Lost City. Maybe
one that I thought was a travesty that we never got more of it was the Dread movie with Carl Urban.
It wasn't the worst movie. I think it kind of got lost in the shuffle there.
It should have had more. We should have got a sequel to that.
Damn.
The one that I really liked that man, it was a critical flop. John Carter from Mars. I don't know if you guys ended up seeing that one. It was supposed to be
with Taylor Kittich.
That movie should have been. That movie should have been got more love than it did.
I watched that in the theaters opening weekend when it came out. I remember back in 2011 it came out. It was back when they were trying to push Taylor Kittich a lot. The last movie I saw of that guy was Battleship. Remember Battleship with Rihanna and Liam Neeson?
I skipped that one. I remember it, but I was like, that's not going to be a good one.
Hey, that movie is so
Milton
bad. It's good. It's like it's like if that came out in the 90s.
Oh, that
like
would
it's Independence Day, kind of, where it's campiness, where you're enjoy, like you kind of get into it, and they have their battle, and it was just. I don't know. I got a love in my heart for that one, the Battleship movie.
Dude, remember the sequel they had at the end of it? They actually thought that was going to be a box office hit. They're going to make a sequel to that fucking movie, man. No, but Taylor Kittich, they were pushing him. They tried to get him. He was Gambit for Origin of Wolverine. Then it was John Carter. Then it was in that movie. And it was like, dude, Taylor Kittich.
Man, love me some Gambit, but his version of Gambit. It was so bad.
He looks like him. He looks like him a little bit.
It wasn't how he looks, man. It's like, okay, Gambit doesn't just make cards like float above his head. Like that's not part of his. It's kinetic card. Come on, man.
It was Will.i.am too. Like Will.i.am was in Origins of Wolverine. God, that was a fucking pile of ass. Like X-Men Last Stand was already not good, and then Origins of Wolverine came out, and it was just actually. How can you be worse than Last Stand? That's actually impressive. That Origins of Wolverine is so much a pile of shit.
That Taylor Kirsch or Kitsch, whatever his name is, he was just in something amazing earlier this year. It was on Netflix. It's called American Primeval. It's kind of about the Utah massacre. I don't know. This is like a famous thing with a bunch of Mormons kind of going to war against America. It was great. Anyway, check it out. He plays a trapper guy.
Any underrated streaming movie gems out there you saw in 2025?
I would say that one. Other than that, definitely don't catch that Playdate one with Kevin James and Reacher. there's some interesting ones that I don't think people are necessarily giving as much credit as they deserve. There's this like a kind of little romantic one out there. I feel like it deserved to have a little bit more. The Baltimoreans. They're from Baltimore. They're morons. The Baltimoreans.
Okay,
It was a
not
fun little
me.
movie.
I'm a Balta genius, actually.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of them that I think are going to do some business once they finally come out. There's one called Apopheniacs. It's one of my top 10 of the year. I think it might be coming out next year, but I got to see that at Fantastic Fest. It's like Tarantino, but put up to like an 11. It is kind of crazy, and then it's just ripped from the headlines type of scary. That thing is awesome. If you get a chance, check out Apopheniacs. But there's another one that's kind of weird out there. Oh, so The Running Man is my ultimate one for this year, I suppose. I do not get why people are hating on this nearly as much. It is so goddamn close to an adaptation. There are very limited things. They took out again like a racist component. The character is racist. Ben Richards is a racist in the original novel. And then they made Killian actually black in the novel. In this one, they kind of switched that where instead the host is black and you get Coleman Domingo, who's amazing. And then you have Killian as Josh Brolin. So there wasn't this kind of like racial tension between the character. I think that was a smart choice. But other than that, man, it is damn close to the book. And I think people are just upset because it's not that Arnold movie. And it's nothing like that movie because that really wasn't an adaptation of the book. But that's my ultimate one.
We got to get
It
a
deserves
movie
better,
debate.
man.
We have to get another movie debate with you and Price of Reason.
All right, let's do it anytime. Just
1v1,
man,
Nerd Wars.
I don't understand how it's woke, but fair enough. Also, just because like it takes place in a world doesn't mean that it's saying that like that world is correct.
Like the Wizard of Oz criticism he gave, I was like, I could understand why you probably would think that, but I haven't been exposed to anything Running Man at all, so I wouldn't know. The Roses was rather dark and funny. So like me, huh? Are you excited for Project Hail Mary? You mean my sex life?
Check that one out.
What the heck? What the hell?
Well, we are saying a prayer for you and any woman who is so
She'll
unfortunate.
Be sexually satisfied. Don't worry. I'm a top G Riz master for a reason.
So you have figured out a way to wipe the memory completely then. I think that is the only way one could be truly satisfied.
No, Avatar.
I gotta check out what the Roses.
Like you guys said, it's coming out. Other than that, it's just a Sydney Sweeney movie that I'm watching in December. I'll go and watch that. I know I'm gonna get some girls there, right? Go there. And I'm like, oh my god, you're rich and good looking. Can you come back to my house and blow? Give me some back shots, daddy. You know they're gonna be saying that, obviously.
That's exactly what they're gonna say.
There's Zootopia 2. So if you
mean Zootopia?
This is a furry community's wet dream. Is Zootopia 2? Oh my god, man!
It's getting really good reviews, audience and critic wise. They're saying it's better than the first one, but I've also heard that too. Is that they kind of sexed up some of the character designs, which is kind of interesting.
Their furry honestly is gonna be going crazy. If you see furries at your theater when watching this, run. Why the fuck would you willingly watch that? There was a kids movie. Oh, it's probably a for all ages movie. It was the one where they were on the train because I don't have ad blockers, so I saw a trailer for it on YouTube. It looked kind of cool. It looked like some like sort of like bandit one. It came out recently. It looked kind of fun. Looked like it might be one of those like ones that kids go back to and have a lot of good fun with it. I forgot the name of it. What else is coming out this year? Coming soon. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. What the hell is David Early Access? That sounds like gay and for losers. Avatar Fire and Ash. Silence Synced Pearl Jam versus a what the hell? Wedding Crashers 20th anniversary. Anaconda.
Anaconda looks like it could be funny. That's the one with Paul Rudd and Jack Black, where they're going out to the Amazon to actually make an Anaconda remake and then end up getting attacked by an anaconda.
Yeah, it looks like it could be cool. It's kind of got like the Be Kind Please Rewind or Be Kind Rewind, whatever that one was called. It gets
Yeah.
vibes of that, but man, if they do it right, that's charisma for days. Jack Black and Paul Rudd, like hell yeah. I hope they're both on their A game because I wasn't really digging the chicken jockey, but we'll see.
I don't ever like jock with some jockeys, but I do not ever yank my chain. All right. No, it was the Running Man. I think Price of Reason. I think he called it. He said that was slightly
I
woke,
believe the quote was,
right?
"It's not called the running woman. Why is there a woman there? That's what makes it woke."
I think he said that. I
You
think
know,
so. I could be wrong.
woke is getting to the point where it's like I hear it and I instantly have to almost do a double check because there's some people who just see woke everywhere. Like everything's
Yeah.
just woke.
Oh,
You know, like there's
God.
a woman talking in this. It's woke. You know, Jesus.
But that's kind of
shut
true.
up.
Though.
I mean,
Women
MSK does
really
say that
just-
a lot.
Women really shouldn't be a part of our movies. Like we let women in and it got worse. Let's be honest here. But no,
So
I'll
you just want like the old days, the Shakespeare days, where dudes would just play chicks.
No, that's gay.
That sounds
I-
like heaven. to him.
Women should be at scene, kitchen, blowing and mopping my floor. Sounds pretty good, right? No.
Why do they have to blow the floor?
No, they'd be blowing. God, Lord Gray, you're behind the times, man. I know Wizard of Oz. He said wicked. He based off the person who's doing it. He said that was woke, but then again, everyone has different reasons why they perceive what they perceive in media. It's just how subjective things can be. There are people that don't like movies because, like, I don't know, a fucking character smacked their lips weird, which I think is kind of stupid. But everyone has their triggers. I would say my triggers would be just watching movies in general because that is for nerds and a bunch of losers. So, I do man shit, like go and play football and basketball and go to the gym, and
make
Jim
your
doing?
own jerky and go on riverboat gambling trips.
what in the world? I could do that. It sounds fucking
Man.
great.
Camping trips with the boys.
Yeah.
Camping trips with the boys.
Just
Greased
a
up
bunch of men.
volleyball. Just all the
Just
things
men?
that the men's do.
Oh, I don't know about that.
MSK always wants to go skins.
Being around men is awesome.
We
No,
know
no.
you like playing that song, Hanging with the
It's
Boys.
not Wizard of Oz. He mentioned the guy that wrote the Wicked play, not the Wizard of Oz. The guy that wrote the Wicked play had aspects he wanted to apply wokeness to. He probably has videos on his channel. He probably spent it better than me, but he was on last week. If you want to go watch that episode, I think it was last week, right? Was it last week? I think it was.
It was last
No.
Monday, to be exact.
Was it?
But it was, in fact.
Fucking hell. I'm
But
shit
if
these
you
days.
don't want to go to that much trouble, there may or may not be a video coming out on it on my channel in the near.
Really? Oh my God! Shameless plugging, Gray. I've only plugged my
Yeah.
wife. Oh yeah.
Well, if you want to plug something that actually exists, you guys might want to go check out The Adventures of Sig and Joe. You can read them now over on globalcomics.com. Yeah, that's right. You can go see The Adventures of Sig and Joe. You can read them at Global Comics. I suggest doing that.
And right
spend
now,
your time wisely.
Global Comics is doing a special sale that is $50 for full access for the year of DC, IDW, Image, Marvel. There's certain manga books on there with a large selection of indie books. It's probably one of the best selections of digital comics in America, and it is now down to $49 and some change for 1 year.
Hell yeah. And when do I get my cut?
Huh?
When do I get my kickback?
You get your payment is having me in gray here, making your show interesting.
No, it happened here. It was last week's show. It was pretty good. Yeah. Gray took a lot of L's. I got a lot of W's. That's how it works here,
So many L's.
But that's pretty much it. I gotta get up and for work very, very soon. So we'll wrap it up here in just a little bit. But no, looking forward to see how the rest of the year pans out. It's Thanksgiving week, so everyone out there, make sure you're being safe and productive. I know you guys are giving thanks to me constantly, because I give you guys so much clout here. But you don't have to thank me enough. It's okay. I do things for people very selflessly. How many intros do I need to sit through? We did intros fairly fast.
Surprise!
actually.
I think he means the last Monday show. Surprisingly, we went right into the debate like right away.
Yeah.
I think in his
Gray just would
intro,
not
I
back
kind of
down. Gray was just going at him. Like he's a rabid animal. Like, no, don't talk about my precious movies and criticize them.
but it happens like 4 or 5 times throughout the show. There's a good one right away.
Could have literally embarrassed me. I was like, you guys do. They got to make sure you don't embarrass me with guests. I have to have this
MSK,
connection.
now you know what we feel like.
No, you guys get the benefit of clout just being here. You know, like, god damn. If only we could cut the dead weight.
Well, you say that, but somebody has tried to do that. Go over and check out The Last Panel. That's YouTube at The Last Panel 1. Some say it's like the MSK show, but with the dead weight cut.
I don't know who that could be because I'm someone that, carries any show that I'm on, actually. But Warren, what did you want to let the audience know about before we head out?
Catch me on YouTube on here tomorrow. Walter, thank you for putting the link into the comments. I'll be doing another character sheet for the next arc of Sig and Joe. And I'm just knocking out the lettering right now. So, yeah, everything's going good on that. But catch me on here tomorrow, Tuesday. Catch me back on the MSK show on Wednesday. Thursday will be Thanksgiving, so I might do a gaming stream. I might not. And then then on the last, we'll be doing the last panel on Friday, and then our show Friday night. And then Saturday will be another draw stream. So just keep your eyes on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe here to MSK, where you get to see all these cool people come on and talk to him all the time, and get to experience an awesome comment section, one of the best ones in YouTube.
Yep. These freeloading, clout chasing pieces of shit always come in my YouTube chat, and they think they can beat me. Never.
You have such a great chat and comments, and you're just so mean to them.
They deserve it. They call me dead weight, overrated, a lunatic.
You bring that on yourself.
These things are narratives, and I don't agree with any of that. And this is all not factual. Crazy. But Gray, you are going to be doing your own content soon. So as you guys know, I forgot to say this beginning part of the show. If you're still watching this late in, Gray's not going to be on Wednesdays anymore because he's going to be doing his own content on his channel because he said he had to limit his appearances on other people's shows so he can do his own shit. So Gray's only going to be on Monday moving forward. I guess from this episode, or is it next week? I fucking don't remember, honestly. So
this week would let's rip the bandage off. What do you say?
the contract has to be rewritten for less episode appearances. No. So yeah, Gray won't be here Wednesdays moving forward, but so you'll only get to see Gray Monday. And Bob's not here this week, obviously, because he's vacation. He wants to take a week off, like a bastard. So I want to kind of have it like this for the shows moving forward. Nothing more than like 4 people, honestly. Because I feel like we have the best shows when it's just like this. So Monday it will be me, Gray, and Bob. Tuesdays me and Chaz with the Cloud9 podcast when that runs. Wednesdays me, Warren, Woo Ren, and King Style, because King Style's gonna be on just Wednesdays now. We don't have shows Thursday. It's just game streams, right? Yeah. Unless I added my comic book show to that day, or that's it. Fridays me, Warren, and Nate, and then Saturdays is me and Lapsed. So he'll be back next week, Walter. God damn it. But is there thinkers this week, Gray?
Yeah, we're having a Thanksgiving. What can I say? There's a couple of practicing Americans who might not be there, but the international panel will be there, along with some guests. So, yeah, check it out. I don't know what we're Thanksgiving about, but there's a lot to give thanks about. So come join us over on That Darn Kiddas channel. Thanks for putting that in the chat, Walter.
God. Kidith, I got to get her back on the show because she really enjoyed being here. I know how to satisfy women in a way that no other man can.
Enough that they never need to come back. No, we understand. They must be lifetime satisfied. They have had enough MSK.
Being lifetime satisfied by me is every woman's dream, actually. For me, everyone. Well, since it's Thanksgiving week and it's going to be a long week for a lot of people, I'll just let you guys know what we're going to be doing the next couple of days. So let's go to my schedule right now, and the schedule is currently up. Tomorrow, we just have the Cloud9 podcast, unless I come home and I'm not super tired, I'll do a game stream. That's essentially it. Tomorrow's only thing that we have is a Cloud9 podcast. That's it. And then Wednesday, I have a I'm gonna have a variation of my one-on-one with the Melee Games. They'll be making their first appearance on the show, actually. So that's gonna be a pretty good conversation to have with them. It's gonna be the first one-on-one I have with a couple. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. But yeah, check out
Wait. You've done the cuck chair before, though, haven't you?
I bet MSK is just looking at a blank screen, making up the schedule as he goes along. No, it's already up on YouTube. I do the schedule like in advance because, you know, I'm a showrunner, I'm a producer, you know, director, you know, performer, as they all say these days. So yeah, potentially game stream early, basically around the evening portion of the day if I'm not too tired. And the Cloud9 podcast Wednesday, gonna have a conversation at MSK show with Melee Games, and then we have the show Wednesday. So that's pretty much it. Thursday, we should have the show with Lapsed and Professor Savage Dad late in the day, like 8 p.m. PST. So after like Thanksgiving food is eaten anyway. So you guys on the East Coast would already be done eating food, you know. So yeah, we've had a pretty good year so far on the channel. Pretty good year with the show. We had to, you know, do a DC Comics all-in initiative for my podcast here, just for this like movies and TV one, but it worked out pretty well. We got some pretty good shows out of it. I was like, hey, if I can't do this good the last time, I'm just done. You know, I have not retired yet. You know, I'll be doing this show every week, 365 days a year, forever, with
the
these
assisted
guys.
living home.
You know,
when you're 90.
If you do restart it again, though, Charles
Whenever.
has suggested a name for your new podcast. If you
what is it, Dildo Swaggins?
You know, cuck stream. I think it works in a way. What can I say? It describes your relationship.
IMDb hasn't updated my show. The last episode they put up most recently was 353 as most recent, which was like 8 days ago when we're doing this episode. And the episodes they have tallied is 274.
Hey, just so that you know, IMDb could properly categorize it. What was the title to your you know, original film, your short film, your student film? If you
I didn't
will?
upload it to the internet. There's just no way to find it.
No, but what was the title of it?
I don't think I had a title for it. I just
everything has a title.
I just called it a
So
video.
it was the Untitled MSK Project.
They're calling me a star on IMDb. I get it. You know, I get it. They're saying I have agent info and contact info. I have no agent. I am the agent. Oh my goodness. But no, we've had a pretty good year so far for the show. It's been pretty good, actually. Everything's been going awesome. Probably gotta dial up the one-on-ones, potentially moving forward into next year. If we want to like hit 500 fairly soon, because I do want to hit 500 fairly soon going into next year. Like I want to hit 500 probably like around mid-June, you know, and that would pretty much be a good amount of episodes for like 5 years worth of doing it. So I look at every 100 episodes at like a year. So like this would be counting for like 3 years worth so far. So when they get to 500, be like, okay, after 5 years, you could go like, hey, this guy's produced this many episodes. So we'll work on 600 after that. But that'd be pretty crazy. So imagine what we're gonna do at episode 1000. What we do? Like, do I have strippers on the show or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, you're gonna go to Danglers, pick up some of the dancers.
Danglers. I'm looking forward to having this lady on the show, but I hope she'll come on the show for my birthday. I think she will, but it's 50-50 at this moment. She didn't come on the show last time because she said she works Monday. You know, she gave me the work excuse. So we'll have to see what happens. Honestly, getting girls on the show is almost damn near impossible, but I like having more men on the show anyway. So it's fine. It's better that way.
We understand your preferences.
Yep, having men
No
on
judgment.
produce better shows. Just pointing it out here. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and we will see you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Have a great night.